I didn't know people were hating on Metro Boomin on the internet. I do want to watch this video about it, but first, I keep getting tagged in this. This is taking off. It's already at 15,000 likes. I don't know how many views it's gotten. You know, when you talk about Bollywood and you accuse the largest Bollywood record label on the planet of stealing a beat from YouTube, it's kind of a big deal. So let's hear what KMKZ, I assume that's pronounced Kamikaze Music, has to say about this. He has updated it. He says that he's been contacted by a legal team. I have a feeling I know who the people that are working on this on his behalf are, or at least I know one of them.
I produced the #1 song in India and I didn't even know about it. I'm a music producer, I sell beats online, and I posted this beat about 2 years ago. And then fast forward to just recently, someone sent me this message saying that they found a song and they recognized the piano as one of my beats and they didn't see me credited, so they wanted me to know about it. So I check out the song and I see that it has 290 million streams on Spotify.
I wonder where those streams are from. 75 million eligible streams as a gold certification, and then double that, 150 million streams on a single, that is. Eligible streams on 150 million eligible streams for a single is platinum. So if those eligible streams are coming, I guess, from the United States, yeah, he could have a gold or platinum record on his hands. Well, I guess he doesn't have shit because they're not giving him any credit for it.
And if you look at the credits for the song, you can see that it's from T-Series, freaking T-Series, bro. So I start sending emails. I emailed the artist, I emailed everybody at T-Series that I could find, and I got 0 response.
Why is that cat moving around so fast? That cat looked like they were riding a roller coaster. Okay, so let's talk about T-Series because this is important. So T-Series is huge. I mean, a lot of Americans, we're so isolated. We have no idea what T-Series is. We have no idea about Bollywood and how incredibly prolific Bollywood is. I mean, we're Americans. No disrespect, but we know we're stupid and isolated, right? I mean, we would fight the National Guard in the street, not for any noble cause, but if they threatened to take away hydrogenated oils and artificial flavorings and dyes in our foods, we would probably take to the streets and riot. To put it into perspective, I'm sorry that I'm using Google AI overviews. Estimates suggest that T-Series makes about 125 million per year. This was around 2020. I think they're selling themselves short. But let's compare that to Interscope. Now, Interscope is under the UMG umbrella. UMG makes tens of billions of dollars annually. But Interscope Records, according to a 2024 report by Kona Equity, listed its revenue as 36, let's round up to 37 million. So T-Series is up there. T-Series is several times bigger than Interscope in terms of the money that it makes, based on estimates, right? So let's go back because this is something interesting. The song that Kamikaze is claiming used a stolen beat is the #1 song in India, but it's from a film called Dopati. Look at this. This is entirely different.
A really sad day for the Indian music industry, as the #1 movie on Netflix, Do Patti, has a track which has been blatantly plagiarized. Sachet Tandon, a Bollywood music producer, has been accused of plagiarizing guitarist Rajarshri Mittar's work.
Same film, same label, entirely different plagiarism accusation.
Used Mittar's guitar track in his song Maiya for the Netflix film Do Patti without permission or credit. Mittar expressed his anger on social media, stating that T-Series, the record label, stole his track and simply added vocals.
I'm extremely angry right now because something really bad happened with me. So I keep on uploading guitar backing tracks, and one of such tracks has been stolen by a big production house in the Bollywood film industry. So they have just lifted the track out, put vocals on top of it, and just re-uploaded it on the internet.
Hey guys, quick question. Why the f aren't you in the Discord? No, seriously, I post beat collabs in the Discord every week. I've posted a couple a week. This is an appropriate time to bring this up. My mid-2000s into 2010 sample pack I released for free to all of my higher tier members of the Patreon. I'm going to release all my upcoming sample packs for free to that community. But if all you are is just a member of the Discord at the lowest Patreon membership tier, I post samples all the time and I listen to the beats that people make with them. I upload them to my page. If you got a finished beat that's dope, I'm going to upload it and try to sell it. So here's an example of a beat that was created from a sample I posted to Discord. So I don't know what you're waiting for. The link is below. I'm going to pin a comment so you can join the Discord. Back to the video. I recently posted a video just a couple months ago with Mike Trampian. He was talking about, he didn't say labels by name, but he said he was dealing with a lot of copyright infringement on behalf of Beatstars producers in the Indian film industry. This was one of my most controversial videos because he's wearing a big ass hat and people were really bothered by that.
Dude, I'm actually dealing with this situation not once, not twice, not 3 times. I think 4 or 5 literally different cases, different songs. And I'm not talking about small songs, man. I'm talking about monster-sized songs. And I'm gonna be extremely transparent here, man. What I'm dealing with right now is 100% and strictly with India.
If you upload beats online, start watching Indian films, or at very least, send your music to your Indian friends. Go out and make some Indian friends. Make sure that your music doesn't appear in any sort of Bollywood smash hits. And if it does, here's my second piece of advice. Please don't go to the internet and ask, what should I do? Contact a lawyer. And if you are signed to Beatstars Publishing, contact Beatstars Publishing. I believe they have an entire... I know they have. I just recently signed with them, and I had a call the other day, and there's an entire separate website specifically for Beatstars Publishing members. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about this. I don't know. I didn't know about it until this week. There's, I forget, it's like the creator response team, or something within the Beatstars, but just ask around. You know, if you're signed to them, you know how to contact them, and they can offer you some legal resources. Oh, before we go into the Metro Boomin controversy, just watch this video. What keyboard is that? I at least know that the Willie Williams track that was played, those sounds are from Output, I want to say Exhale. Yeah, so that sound is specifically from Output Exhale. That's not just on a random keyboard at Guitar Center. Sometimes I feel like we're being tricked and lied to with this producer content, especially when it's too good to be true. I'm not saying someone couldn't have gone to that keyboard and preloaded a bunch of voices on it, but I just don't know what keyboard it is. If you know, leave a comment if you know what keyboard that is. I'm just curious to know what keyboard that is, because maybe we're not being tricked, maybe we are, who knows. All right, Metro Boomin. I talked about this recently in another controversial video where I talk about old ass producers. The funny thing was a bunch of old ass producers were commenting like I was a young ass producer, and they're like, you're so disrespectful calling these people old ass producers. I'm like, I'm talking about me. Metro Boomin is 10 years younger than me. I happened upon this video, I started watching, and I said, fuck it, let's just put it in a YouTube response. So very dramatic. Nobody ever could have predicted what happened next.
Released on August 1st with the title A Futuristic Summer, Metro Boomin's new mixtape couldn't sound any more the opposite.
What did he... Hold on. We're gonna unpack that in a second.
Instead, hearing Metro aim for that nostalgic 2000s era trap vibe, or as Justin Hunt describes it,
Atlanta's been running rap from a number standpoint for a very long time. And so he went back, essentially made a salute to that era.
Every time I hit a bottleneck, I build a new AI employee to crush it.
This is the dick you're riding when you go to bat for all these AI bros, by the way.
The truth is, though, the sound and direction that Metro Boomin took with this new project is far from the current mainstream appeal. Yet,
you don't fucking say.
That leaves us with the question, why is Metro so upset then and surprised by this poor reaction? Shouldn't he have expected this? With no big lead single or any drama this time to carry it, and basically no rollout for the project, again, a lot of fans were let down by this release.
Hold on, if you're a fan of Metro and you were let down because of the lack of drama surrounding a project, you're not a fan, you're a hoe-ass bitch.
It's garbage. It would surprise me if any of this is played anywhere. Nobody plays this twice. Not a single soul.
Well, thank God we have this guy who's very clearly embedded within Atlanta's hip-hop culture to use his expertise and cultural experience in his sophisticated and poignant criticism of Metro Boomin's project.
I had this play 3 times unless they're dead and they can't skip button. This was torture, low-key.
Therein lies the problem with Futuristic Summer, because out of the gate, this wasn't built to be a super versatile, dynamic sound, and as a result, Metro paints himself in a corner pretty quickly on this thing.
But to make things even worse, for some strange reason too, when the project first dropped, Metro Boomin made the decision to hide.
I don't care about any of this shit.
While some will argue that Metro's new mixtape was simply a passion project he made for fun, of course, this still hasn't stopped Drake fans from clowning Metro's numbers into oblivion. But
yeah, you know what? All this fan shit, the whole Drake versus Kendrick thing is spilling over into the producers. It strikes me as weird behavior because there are a lot of grown men on Twitter right now who are fans of Drake or Kendrick and they are now swarming both Metro Boomin and Boy Wonder to beef with them and I don't know. What are people? I guess they have their hobbies.
At least for me personally. I promise I had not heard anything about Metro's new project flopping and really getting such a negative response. That was until Metro himself basically brought it to the world's attention, showing his insecurity once again. To kick things off, only 2 days after his project's release.
Pin in that, because that's obviously just this guy taking a shot at Metro on a personal level.
Came this tweet by Metro Boomin. A lot of y'all get no bitches and it shows. Hashtag a futuristic summer.
But whenever somebody starts talking like this, it's just like, okay, dog, you don't really have a point. Because if the point is whether or not someone gets chicks.
So where are these people from? I think that's a more important point. Where's the guy narrating this? Where is this guy from? Because he has a lot of shit to say about hip-hop culture and the culture, whatever that means to him. A lot of people don't talk about that because they just, this is for everybody. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's opinion's valid.
However, according to Metro Boomin though, there are a few key reasons why you don't like his mixtape. If your homeboy never had to hold you up in the teen party while you was getting danced on, then you might want to sit this one out, reads this first tweet of many, which there go a lot of people right off the bat. If you started listening to rap music in 2017...
That's true, including you, narrator, Maybe 1111 was getting twerked on. Maybe 1111 was in Chicago at these juke parties. And maybe he was on the east side of Atlanta at one of these parties in 2006 with Travis Porter. I don't know.
If you never went polo with the Sperry's, then you might want to sit this one out. Giving your album a dress code, though, might be the bigger problem.
That is called marketing. You don't understand what this shit is about because you have no cultural reference for it. I'm not from Atlanta.
While I suppose all these tweets did bring more attention to his project, in my opinion, good marketing and promotion for your project is not telling people, especially some of your own fans, that they're not meant to listen to something.
Hold on, wait a minute. Didn't you say at the beginning that this album was a disappointment precisely because there was no drama associated with it? Now that there's drama associated with it, you're saying, no, that's a bad thing now. You shouldn't do that. There should be no controversial album rollouts.
Or, as another user points out, responding to negative social media feedback is like the #1 sign that an artist is insecure at it.
You notice that a bunch of these dudes are grown-ass men going straight to Twitter to talk shit about a producer and troll. That's not exactly screaming secure adult. Two big salient points here. Number one, artists, no matter how big they are, producers, no matter how rich they are, no matter how successful they are humans, and humans who are artists, especially humans who are artists, are sensitive about their shit. That is not a secret. Number two, people love criticism, but they hate dialogue. Because dialogue may entail rebuttals, aka clapbacks and crash outs for you dramatic young people out there.
Released on August 1st with the title A Futuristic Summer, Metro Boomin's new mixtape couldn't sound any more of the opposite.
Alright, two things. One, the guy has no idea what futuristic means, and yet he made a whole video about it. If you're watching this video, please just lie to me and tell me that you know what futuristic means. It refers to a specific era of Atlanta rap music. This was in, like the mid 2000s. Yeah, J Money, Young LA, the Rich Kids. Look at that. This era. This is actually helpful. This era defined by its melodic, high-pitched sound, specific fashion, especially Ralph Lauren, aka Polo, which this guy completely, 1111, the narrator, completely misunderstood. Oh my God. So yeah, producers, KU on the track, London on the track, and R&B were key producers. I would extend that to, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments. You will any damn way. I feel like Team Hit, specifically Vibe, had something to do with that. He was the original producer of All the Way Turned Up by Travis Porter, and then KE went and remade the beat. But, the fashion thing, the whole Sperry's and Polo thing, I mean, this is a trailer for a Travis Porter song called Black Boy, White Boy, which was Black Boy Swag, White Boy Tags, because Polo, Ralph Lauren, all the brands that were affiliated with the futuristic era were traditionally seen as like suburban white golfer fashion. So the guy who made this whole video probably made a bunch of money off of the YouTube ad rep just to criticize Metro, has no idea what the premise of the album even is. He's speaking on the culture, he's talking about all this shit, and again, I'm not from Atlanta. This is just, you're supposed to know this shit, but you're like really an outsider and you're talking about this stuff, and we give these YouTubers all of this credibility to speak on some shit that they can't even explain explain at a basic level. You can dislike the project. People loved to criticize modern rap. They say, oh, it all sounds the same. And then Metro comes and does something different. And people are like, we don't like this shit. It's too different. Then they'll turn around and say, oh, this new shit sounds the same. You just can't win. And then when you talk back, when Metro has the nerve to tweet about the criticism he's receiving, then people jump on him even more. Like, oh, he's so sensitive. This is what I think it comes down to.
You ever heard the saying, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun?
Now, this is one of those old sayings that entails metaphor. The metaphor in this case is explained as follows. The gun is social media. The rabbit is the artist. Traditionally, music critics had more thoughtful responses and more sophisticated criticism. Nowadays, it's all hot takes. Who can get the hot take out on YouTube as quickly as possible without knowing shit? And they also, both music critics and just random everyday lowlifes, could criticize artists and celebrities all day long without the artist or celebrity ever even knowing they exist. Nowadays, people think they go on social media and can say anything about anybody, and that person won't see it. There's a chance that a Metro Boomin might see a little bitch ass tweet that you send out. And because social media is social, there is now this potential for him to respond. And people get so mad. It happens to me all the time. Someone will jump in my comments and say, Payne, you're a bitch and you're talentless. I'll say, well, your dad's a bitch and that's the only talent he gave you. And all of a sudden it's, now I'm the bad guy. Oh my God. They go on Reddit and start a whole thread talking about Payne is so mean to everybody. What's wrong with this guy? I'm like a C-lister in this producer space. Metro Boomin is on the A-list, and he didn't even say anything disrespectful in this instance. At least it had to do with the album. It had to do with the branding of the Futuristic Summer album. So this was very frustrating to watch. Just from a cultural standpoint, I don't care either way. I don't know Metro Boomin. I like futuristic music. I think Young Dro is one of the most underrated rappers. I just feel like if you're a part of the culture, then you have to see this type of criticism coming from these outsiders as problematic. Maybe not, because controversy sells, hot takes sell. Yeah, right? Like, shit is just fucked up. I don't know how to end this video other than saying appreciate you watching, regardless of what comments you leave. Thank you. Stay safe out there. Peace.